Before we start today's episode, I want to give a few words to one of our sponsors, which is Stutterbox Productions. If you're looking for a solid team of people to get you started with your next gig or event, this is the company to contact. They're actually bringing back Field Trip in September 16th and 17th, and they have plenty more shows lined up. If you guys have not been to Field Trip, that is a blast, legendary, one of the top shows to go to in Iowa. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Stutterbox Productions' Facebook page for all of your needs today. Guerrilla Graphics Design Agency. If you want to plan your next video or project, Guerrilla Graphics Design Agency can provide you with a clean and fresh looking product. Having personally collaborated with this company several times myself, I can say from experience they know their shit, and working with them has been worth every penny. Head over to GuerrillaGraphics.com for all of your design needs today. That's GuerrillaGraphics.com. Fuck yeah. You're watching / listening to the McAllister Hours. I'm your host, as always, Cole McAllister. We're joined today, episode 128, with Jayo The Kid. How the fuck you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, cheers, by the way. Thank you for the beverage. Tell me again what this is.
This is soju. What is it? It's my Terry Juve. I don't even know what this is, but my friends put me onto it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a good medium, like kind of like chill type of thing.
Yeah, it almost kind of reminds. I mean, you said it's rice liquor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So what is that? This might be like racist or something, but is that like an Asian drink? Is rice liquor usually Asian?
I believe it's like Korean and stuff.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool as you can see. So it's
it has a really interesting taste, man.
Yeah.
Kind of almost reminds me of like champagne. I don't know if you ever fuck with like so this is like kind of your go-to liquor, this kind of stuff.
Not really. Tell you the truth, it's kind of like more like a gift for being on here. Stuff. I don't really do this a lot.
You don't drink a lot?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, hey, best. That's probably the best way to go, man. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I really enjoy alcohol, but like anyone that like, I think the guy I had on last time, he said, "Yeah, I don't really drink at home. I just kind of." I'm like, yeah, well, I'm a depraved motherfucker, I guess.
It's all good. I mean, like, catch me like a few years before. It was.
I see.
Yeah.
What changed and like made you transition more into like not doing that as much?
Well, Terry truth, like after I got done like doing my sentence for prison, and right after I was. Right after that, I was having my daughter too, and so it was kind of like a crazy time. Like
I see.
Like I had to take I pretty much had to take a good look to myself, and plus what helped was shrooms to kick it off. So
shrooms, like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, fuck. So is that your go-to psychedelic?
Yeah, I tried acid once, but it is kind of...
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm the inverse, man. Every time I've only taken mushrooms like 5 times, but like most of the times I've taken that, I've had like violent urges to like hurt people.
Yeah.
Which is really unlike me. Like I'm not like a violent guy at all.
Well, it's probably like something that you're...
While he's over here shivering.
Like
until he hit me.
like something that you're kind of like not dealing from the past. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like for me, I kind of had a bad trip once, and I never did. It was my very first one. Like I was seeing like fucking white faces around the corner and all this. Like, yeah, it was bad. So like I was just like freaking out. But you know,
did you learn anything from that though?
Oh hell yeah! Like what I learned from it is that I had to let go of a few things, stuff, because I was kind of like you. Because I kind of have an anger problem too, but I kind of like tell you the truth. Weed and mushrooms kind of help, so kind of like leveled me out.
I see. So kind of took away some of those angry urges and kind of just flattened you, like made you more calm.
Like the mushrooms helped me like dealt with it, like you're gonna deal with it right then and there and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of like doing those too, because like it helps like mentally. So
yeah, I really loved acid. I've taken acid about probably 15 times.
I only took it once, and I don't know. Tell you the truth, it's not really for me because it's just on a little strip.
Yeah, the strips are weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, they always say like the first time you take acid, it's always a bad. I don't know, maybe that's not true, but like I've heard that from a lot of people. Like the first time you trip, it's kind of shitty, and then the second, third time is when it gets good.
Yeah, when it comes.
Yeah, when it first comes, like I remember the first time I tripped, I freaked out because time was just like infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would look at your phone, you would do all this shit, and then you look at, I'm like, oh my god, only 5 minutes have passed. And then you start rapidly thinking like, oh, it's gonna be forever and forever and forever.
Hell yeah, man! Like you think like, man, this is how the world really is right now at that moment. But when you come down and like start looking back, be like, man, what the hell was I thinking? Because like one time, like I was tripping, right, and for some reason, the only way I could climb up the stairs was on all fours. Like, you know, kind of like a little bear or something like that. I was going up the stairs on all fours and stuff. And I forgot we had a cat. And it was, like, fucking with me because, like, the cat must have knew I was tripping. So he kept by, be like, man, what the hell is this? What the hell is he doing? Because I was looking at the cat, be like just rubbing my eyes, be like, man, this can't be real. This can't be real. Then my sister was upstairs. I went up, knocked on the door.
How old were you? You said?
At this time, I was probably like, what was it, 21?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like I was like I was kind of up there. I didn't do like mushrooms till like later on and stuff.
Okay. Bet.
But mushrooms they're fun.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the thing I don't really like about some like I'm 100% like pro drugs, pro weed. Like
Yeah.
I think everything should be legalized.
Oh hell yeah!
But I don't like the culture that's kind of backed the marijuana where it's like it pushes mushrooms to be the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like with the legalization in these states, it's been like these people like, oh yeah, you like weed? Like try some mushrooms, and it's like, no man,
Yeah.
shit's completely different.
Well, I see it like this. Like you gotta start off small. Like
Yeah,
you can't like
for sure.
Because with me, I go all in. So the most I ate was probably half an ounce. And so yeah, like
Holy shit,
I'm
dude.
pretty. But like
That's 14 grams, right?
yeah, like
Jesus Christ, bro. I knew this guy that would take like 7-gram pills. It would just be powdered and you would just like pop a pill. He's like, this is 7 grams.
My God. But like looking back, it's crazy as hell and stuff. Like most of the stuff I did, it was kind of like when I was younger. No.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
looking back, it was like, God damn. Like man. But tell you the truth, mine is like really weed. So that's why I'm kind of.
I see. That you just kind of rely on that to mellow you out.
That and like I also have like stomach issues too.
Ah.
So it helps with that. So really, like not only that I like it, it also like helps with me like medically too.
Yeah, I felt that as well. Like when I was in high school, I had a lot of trouble eating.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, I don't know. It could be argued that it has the opposite, but you're like a lean guy, so it doesn't really seem to affect you that way. You never like have an issue where you like eat your whole kitchen or whatever.
Oh, there's like countless times. I'm not gonna front because like it's crazy. Like I'm lean, but I at times I could like put it down. So
I see, but it's kind of just like every once in a while you kind of do that, not all the time. Yeah.
But like just mostly because of my stomach issues and all that stuff. So
I see.
So all of that I kind of been chilling out on because really my favorite food is like spicy food, and when the doctor told me I got to cut back on it. Damn near broke my heart.
Oh, fuck. That's too bad, bro.
but it's all good. I needed it and shit.
Yeah. I went to the doctor a couple years ago and they told me I have like a gastrointestinal problem. So like basically it's like they told me like you need to drink less alcohol and drink less caffeine. But if you take this pill, you don't really have to do that. So I just take the pill. Yeah. Which probably isn't good advice, but like whatever.
Me, I'm more kind of like a natural route kind of guy.
I see.
So like because like like tell you the truth, like most times I don't even know what's in it. So that's like in the pills that they give us. That's my thing,
No, I
so.
agree. I agree. Like I took Xanax for a long time and Klonopin and shit like that. And yeah, that shit fucks you up.
Man, like I only took it one time. No, it's not for me.
Nah, Xanax is fucking scary, man. But I mean, it is kind of one of those drugs where it just kind of runs out. So you get to a point where you're like, okay, I either am gonna go like head first into this, taking bars all the time, or I need to back up the fuck off.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you are. Correct me if I'm wrong. You run Highly Selective, right? Or you
Yes.
are okay.
That's my clothing brand.
That's a clothing brand. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I didn't really ask you. I need to correct that. I was kind of confused on what. So how is that related? Is that just kind of a separate thing from your music, or do you have other people involved in that?
Well, to tell you the truth, like it's kind of like a separate thing from my music, but like when I start like putting out more music, because like all the music that you probably heard on SoundCloud, that was all like recorded like a few years ago. So that's old.
Sure.
So the reason why I'm trying to do the name change also is because I'm planning to put it on more like Apple and like Spotify and just more like streaming services, because the only place my music is now is SoundCloud, and few people that have my CDs that was like selling back in the day too.
Yeah, damn.
Like I was doing this since like 2013. Know that?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I kept fucking up and going in and out of jail. So.
Damn. So I gotta ask, what have you been going to? What have you been in prison for?
Well, it's kind of crazy. Like it's all for weed, that shit. Yes, of course, man. Like fucking like, like it still pisses me off because like say they legalize it, or are you gonna what's gonna happen with me? Am I still gonna have my rights taken away? Am I, like what's gonna happen? Because like you took away about like 7 years of my life where I couldn't really do anything. So I didn't go to prison. It's just I was in and out of jail that whole time.
I see. So it was like multiple repeat offenses, and it just kind of added up 7 years. What was the longest stint you did?
Probably my last one was when I went to prison. I got locked up. I believe 2017. Then in jail. Then that was I didn't want to believe it, but it was my trip going to prison. I just didn't want to believe it because when this all started from 2013 also, like towards the end. Same time around when when one of my very close friends passed away. So same thing with another close friend. They both died in a car crash. That was the same time I was going through that. They even tried to like put a charge on my homeboy, because like what they were trying to do is that they added up to like they was throwing a bunch of charges, but like Terry Chu, that's what they usually do. They usually like try to scare you. This is my first time really getting in trouble, like serious, and like it added up to like 80 years. They tried to get me with conspiracy, like money laundering, foreign intent to delivers, tax stamp, possession of.
Were you mailing?
No, I'm not that crazy. I might be crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
Well, how would they get you? Like that was just them. Was it like in separate containers or something like that?
I kept getting pulled over and all that stuff. And Terry Chief, I feel like the people I was with, I felt like someone was talking and turned out they was. And so like I fought it to the very end, but I knew I was gonna be going in from the get. It's just that I had enough money to like fight it. And then when it was time to go, I just had to take it on the chin and stuff.
Damn, bro.
But tell you the truth, I'm glad how it worked out, because I should have just went to prison from the get. I didn't know there's getting pretty much cut in half. And the crazy thing is, because it's overpopulated like crazy. That's why they cut it in half. And like they taking good time and all that stuff. That's the whole reason why.
Damn. So what did you do that time? Did you do a lot of reading? Like, what was kind of your thing? Like, how'd your day-to-day go?
Well, it was not bad because, like, tell you the truth, I only got caught with weed stuff. So say if they do legalize it, I'm pretty much, I have no felonies anymore.
You think it would get expunged?
I hope so. I really fucking hope so. After all this talk about saying like, oh yeah, we'll free all the prisoners from federal. Well, you gotta also think about state too, and all that stuff. You can't forget about them because
yeah. Did it happen in Iowa?
Yeah, luckily, if it was federal, I still probably would have been in there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of got lucky. Same thing. I had a lawyer. Good thing I had a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, that would fucking help, man. Yeah, you don't want to be in the position where you're like relying on a county lawyer with that shit. Yeah,
that's a death sentence.
Yeah, for real. I've been good so far, but I've had plenty of close calls. Yeah, the war on drugs is stupid. I fucking hate it. Yeah, like
don't even get me started on that.
Let's do it, man. Yeah. Let's have a half-hour segment on the war on drugs.
Okay. Really?
Molly, okay, can we actually pull up something here? Pull up the Britain Marines on LSD.
Damn.
This shit is so funny, dude.
Wait. I might have seen this too.
LSD, yeah. Yep, there you go. That first one there. Hopefully I have this working on the
Operation Money Bags.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're good.
Yeah, sounds like it's gonna be a good one.
Oh wait, this is a long one. Here, go back to the. There's gotta be a shorter one.
3 reasons why women love.
I gotta get rid of the fucking commercials, man.
Man, I had to get premium. I was like, fuck this. I ain't doing this shit.
I would, but okay. Yeah, here we go.
At 70 minutes after the administration of the drug, with one man climbing a tree, the troop commander gives up, saying, I
Because they
cannot
used to
do
test
anything
this for
about
warfare.
this.
Yeah.
I cannot control the men, and I can take no action myself. I am wiped out as an attacking force.
Alright, yeah, we're good.
Man, like, it's crazy what, like, World War II, like, they did some crazy shit, like, you know, like, both sides and stuff. You know, like, both sides were just giving each other, like, meth and stuff, you know, like.
Oh, yeah, because Hitler was on meth.
Yeah.
And who was on meth in the U.S.? Like,
What is it? I believe it was, like, towards the end or so, when, like, I believe I forgot where I saw it. It was in like a documentary. They was like saying that they gave in these little pills, or I believe in like chocolate and all that.
Who, Hitler?
Yes.
Were you talking about when he killed himself, or when he was just getting high?
No, this is to his soldiers. This is what they was given.
Like to go crazy and fucking.
Like the reason why is because like what is it? So they didn't have to eat, so they could go like march longer and all that stuff. And that's the same reason why their downfall happened when they was going to Russia and all that, you know? Because like they thought it was gonna be quick and easy, because you know, like they was hoping it was gonna be done by the summer and all that stuff. So they didn't bring any winter gear, but.
Yeah, damn.
But
yeah, well, I know that like Hitler, they used to like inject him with like cocaine and meth before his speeches, so he would go crazy.
Man, I heard that shit too, and like, what is it? They gave him like benzos and stuff. Like they, like they gave him like crazy amount of things.
Well, I mean, they're doing that to Joe Biden right now. You know what I mean?
Like I wouldn't. I believe he's on Xanax with like him sleeping and shit, but.
Yeah, I do think he's like on a constant flow of like uppers and downers.
Yeah. Then Trump, he was on fucking coke and shit, on the crazy shit he was fucking saying.
Was on something too.
Man, he had to be, man. Cause like it's crazy how all that shit fucking happened towards the end. Like you're like it's like a goddamn like Banana Republic and all that shit. You know, like
you talk about the store or what?
No, like fucking, you know, on January 6th. You know, on January 6th.
Oh, the insurrection.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Banana Republic, is that what you called it?
Or like what the hell do they call it? Like a
They called it insurrection.
no, it's a type of saying. It's a banana something. Yeah, it's a banana republic when a person in power tries to take over with force. Like, you know, they do that. Like, you know, in the coups, like around in Africa and stuff, and I believe in South America and all that stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was crazy because like you don't really see that in like, well, tell you the truth, like how times are now. You see it in Paris now and like Venezuela, like everywhere. Like people are getting sick and tired of this shit, man. Like fucking, it's crazy. Like, you know, like same thing with their abortion stuff too. Like, you know, like fucking that was fucked up and all that shit. Like, you know, you could have your different views on it, but the thing is that you gotta think about the female. Like, you know, we're both men. We have no, like, we could say what our thoughts are, but we have really no say at the end. And like,
yeah,
the least we could give them is like a safe environment and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess my thing is like all it really did was just gave states the rights to do what they want. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're in a state that's reverting, it's bad. Because
like say if you do get rid of it
in Iowa, you mean
we're gonna be going back to like where it's, you know, done in the back alleys with a coat hanger and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you
sure.
know, like, you know, and this is like, what is it? The 21st century, like there's really no need for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think people can also just go travel to a different state to get it done.
Yeah, but like
fairness.
But you know, like fucking, you know, me, like I believe, like, you know, no matter what, everybody should like be safe, or like at least like.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't,
because like, you know, you know, I grew up with a single mother too, so that's why I kind of
you support like the pro-choice argument essentially.
Yeah, or like, but then again, like I've been around some people like that, and like I don't really mesh with them, but you know, I still had the same views.
I see what you're saying. but you're talking about just like the group that trots that around.
Because I agree. Like I'm all for it and all that stuff, but you know, I'm fucking up the vibe because, you know, I'm high as hell. You know, shit. Maybe that's why. Shit. And how I'm dressed most of the time, I'm dressing all black.
You're not an Adderall and Xanax like they are, man. You're not on their level.
I don't know. Everyone's on something nowadays, man.
Yeah, right.
That side is, and was it the other side's on like meth and like coke and all that shit. Like you know, like
everyone's got their potion, man. And you know what I mean.
And like with me, like that's why I kind of made this clothing brand. Like no matter what, like no matter what your past is and all that stuff. That's why, like, I kind of work with everybody and all that stuff. Like, you know, just like the reason why I try to work with everybody is because like I'm trying to like get like kind of like inspiration, more different views and all that stuff.
Sure.
And plus, like it helps like just to grow as a person, you know, and all that stuff. Just to, you know, just chop it up. See what's on their mind. See who they really are and stuff. And you know, like, you know, I ever since I got out, like shit kind of been like a few times it got rocky, but you know, I'm kind of glad how shit's turning out, because like, you know, on the way, you know, I started my clothing brand. You know, I had my daughter. I have my pest control stuff. You know, I kind of do a lot of things and stuff, and I'm also trying to like help like manage a few artists and stuff. Like the one I'm like doing right now is Heat Hola. We're gonna be.
He was about to be here, right?
Yeah, he matter of fact, he couldn't make it because they was doing something.
He's like, fuck this. No,
it's actually kind of deeper. He was going to a thing they were planning for the one that passed away just recently. What was it? Rico and stuff. He passed away not too long ago. So
that's like a friend of yours, or
he's not a friend of mine, but
he's a friend of theirs.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, they're doing something tonight and stuff. So you know,
I see.
I understand.
Shit came up.
Yeah. So Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that always sucks. People
Yeah.
dying. Rest in peace, Rico.
man, and like that's a crazy thing too, is that like how it is now, that 4th of July, that like some people go away that weekend, like, you know, like just everywhere, like, you know, how like the fireworks be going off, and you know, that's a good time to be go shooting people, you know. So I hate to say it,
Was
and
that what went into it?
I don't know, it's just that's
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
okay.
I just noticed and stuff, and like,
Oh yeah, in general.
Yeah,
oh,
in general,
fuck yeah,
'cause-
fuck yeah.
'cause-
Crime
'cause-
crime goes up like
'cause-
crazy 4th of
and,
July.
and nowadays you gotta like expect, like, man, I just hope nothing happens to so and so and all that stuff. Not with only the fireworks blowing up in your hands and all that stuff, but
Yeah,
you know,
Molly,
just,
you're gonna hate me. Do you want to look up the crime rates 4th of July?
like it's
I'm curious.
and it's man,
Stats are.
but like it's crazy like how it is nowadays, man. Well, it's in the middle of Iowa. It ain't too much shit happen and shit.
Yeah. Try that first one here, the Boston Globe. Do they got percentages, or is it just a bunch of? Do you have to? What the fuck?
Like,
can't read it unless you pay $1 million.
yeah, fuck this shit.
Okay, I'm not seeing any stats, but but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Yeah, like it.
There's a lot of fucking shit going on.
But tell you the truth, it's Iowa. Like not too much happens and shit. Like where I'm at, I'm from the settlement and all that stuff.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just like down the highway and all that stuff. It's a good little drive, you know.
Okay. Like, how big's your town?
It's a settlement.
Or okay, so what does that mean? I guess
It's kind of like a reservation, but instead of the government giving us the land, we bought our own.
Oh,
We're like pretty much the only tribe that has their own settlement.
Oh, so you're Native American?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
yeah.
didn't know that.
I'm probably as native as you get.
Okay.
down to the last name and everything and stuff. Like, you know, I have a, you know, clan and all that stuff. Like,
Okay. Do you like practice at all with like any of the rituals or religious type of stuff?
yes, I try, especially with my schedule now. I try the best I can and all that stuff.
Okay. So like to like someone who's never experienced that, like how would you describe when you're going through that kind of stuff and like what it means to you?
Well, like say some things I can say and some things I can't. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, sure.
Because like
yeah, if there's ancient secrets, I don't want to.
yeah, like
I don't want to spill anything like that.
But like you're like you know, reason being is because like I'm not really probably the guy to be telling you that stuff. Like
Sure,
you know,
sure. I understand if you can't talk
like,
about it.
Like I was raised up traditional and all that stuff, but you know,
I was raised strict Catholic, so
Yeah,
I
like-
get it, man.
but like I can tell you the differences and stuff, like, you know, because like, you know, growing up in
Okay, here's a better question. Well, how does like your life compare to like what like the stereotype
Oh,
Native
like-
American image, you know, like the face paint, the drums and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what, I don't know, like what similarities and differences are there with that? Is that a shitty thing to ask? Molly's over here like,
what is it like I see what you're saying. You know, the stoic shit, like you know, like how it seems like we're always mad. They always seem, it looks like we're kind of pissed off or something's up our ass and shit. It's just our face and stuff, you know, just not really showing emotion.
yeah, okay.
So, you know, and like, I don't know, there's good ones and bad ones I could see and stuff. The bad one I could probably say is the drinking. I hate that. That's true. I don't want to admit it and shit, but you know, same reason why, you know, it's kind of like a big issue out there too. So like,
I see. Hey man, I mean, you're talking to an Irishman, you know, like I get the genetic component to all that.
Cause like with us, the reason why it's so bad is because like out of everyone, our body wasn't, you know, like, you know, even back in the day, our DNA wasn't just used to like alcohol in general. But I believe like we used to make like a wine or something like that with the berries. We just left it out and like in the sun. I believe I could be mistaken. You might have to ask someone else about that, but that's what I heard and stuff. But I could be wrong. So I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to impede.
Yeah, it's all good,
I'm
man.
a fucking asshole.
Cause like
I have an image to maintain here, you know.
Cause whatchamacallit, like there's a reason why I hate to say it, there's a reason why stereotypes there.
Yeah.
You know, something must have happened. You know, like.
No, there's always some truth in a stereotype.
Yeah, like
I'm like, there's one motherfucker in that group who's doing everything that.
Yes. There's always that one guy.
Yeah, everything that like a group of old ass like white dudes in a small town are like stereotypically talking about. There's one motherfucker in that group who's doing.
These guys, we can't have that. It's getting too darker in here. We can't have that.
Dude, and
tell you the truth, that's kind of how it was around Tama-ish, you know, stuff. Like you could notice it, you know, stuff. Like,
I see.
Like,
so like people that live around the area, there are like people who are not native that live there.
Where we're at, the set is just like not too far from Tama, like Tama and Toledo. You know,
Okay.
So
I see.
you know, like.
So just like going to town or whatever, there are people that you gotta deal with. I see.
But now it's kind of changing and stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of changing.
You feel like that's decreased, would you say? Or like how would you say it's changed?
Yeah, it kind of decreased, you know. So I feel like we're kind of more like...
Chill with it.
Yeah, kind of chill with it. Not gonna have to be now. but, you know,
Yeah.
But, you know, it's chill though, honestly.
Well, that's good, man. I it's always positive to hear when... you hear about that kind of stuff changing.
But don't get me wrong, crazy shit does happen from time to time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah,
like
crazy shit happens everywhere, man.
Man, I had some like, man, I had a bunch of crazy shit happen to me. Like, what was it? Yeah, just everywhere, even in Des Moines and all this stuff. I remember one time. Right, this is when 515 Alive was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I knew a bunch of people that was performing and stuff, you know, like EDM stuff and all that.
Sure.
I'm more of a rapper. I can't really get down with it, but I just wanted to support. And plus, I believe Gucci Mane was playing that year, and that's when he got out and stuff. So, me, I kind of grew up listening to Gucci, so I was like, oh hell yeah. So I got my homeboys and stuff. We found a ride. This is the same time during around State Fair. We started drinking. I didn't tell them, but before we went to the festival, I popped some X, right?
Oh damn.
Yeah, and and at the State Fair, I had a fucking pork leg and all that shit. Like, yeah, I was going balls to the wall. Like, I was going all in and shit. So anyways, we started like drinking and all that stuff. We was mixing, I believe, like what the hell was it? Was it either tequila or something crazy? I want to say like Hennessy with orange juice. Yeah, crazy shit. You know that. Drinking that, trying to find the parking spot, and that's when it started hitting me. I felt it, be like, oh shit, because my palms start getting sweaty, real fucking sweaty when I'm on like X and all that shit. This is when I was like popping a lot. But anyways, you know, it starts getting to me. I'm at the line, I have my ticket. And I start getting closer, but I start feeling something in my stomach. I was like, oh fuck, I know what's coming, because you know how you're gonna feel like you're gonna be throwing up, so a lot of saliva starts coming up.
Yeah,
so
I feel like you're filling up almost.
Be like fuck, it's coming, but I'm trying to hold it down. While I'm in line, like hot as balls out. So I'm getting closer, but same thing with the throw up. It's just creeping up. And I'm like, oh shit, just keep it down. Just keep it down, player. Just keep it down. and it gets to me where I got handed my ticket. The lady at the desk, she's like, ticket please. I gave it to her, and I was like, 1 second. Luckily, there was a trash can right there. I ended up throwing up everything that I ate at the state fair. Pork leg, fucking funnel cake, chili fries, and all that shit. All in there.
Yeah, dude, you fucked up.
Yeah, and there's a shitload of fucking people behind me. Like, you know, people are going in, and they're all watching that, and they're like, "What the fuck?
Oh, we're not eating here."
Like what the hell is going on at this festival and shit? So I turn back, get my little wristband. She's looking at me like, "You're still going in?" So I got my wristband. I go in. My homeboys met up with some people from around the area, and he was like, "Hey," he was like, "Hey, hey." So I walk up to them. Man, they give me another shot. After that, I don't remember. I come back to. I'm dancing to some shit. You know, I go back out again. I come back to. I'm dancing again to some guy fucking like playing a fucking saxophone. No shit. It was crazy.
That's some Fear and Loathing shit right there. That's crazy.
No, and it gets better. It gets fucking better and shit. So, you know, that was the last act. You know, I was having a good time. Dies down. I start looking around. I can't see my homeboys. I was like, fuck. Alright then. I just gotta start looking around. Don't panic. Start walking around. I don't see anyone. Not even people from the area. I'm like, fuck, man. What the hell should I do? I take off my shirt and I start fucking waving it in the air. You know, cause like, if you see that, you're gonna look. You're gonna look. A guy from,
I love how that was your logic.
And you know, so I start doing that, hoping I'll get some attention. Hopefully my homeboys. I'm getting everyone's attention except for my homeboys. Then I'm doing that for 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck, they left and shit. Like at that point, I gave up. I was like, what the hell should I do? So there was a camping spot, right? They was kicking everybody out. So I was like, fuck, man. I started looking around. There's a fence. I started start peeking around the corners. Be like, I'm gonna fucking go under this shit. I'm gonna dig under. There's a little dip where you could, so I fucking snuck in, searching the campsite to find my homeboys that was performing. Turned out they wasn't even there. Somehow I find a charger, plugged up my phone, called up my homeboy, who was luckily who got left too in Des Moines.
Oh shit! Okay.
He got left in downtown, but I got left around at the water park. Like, what is it? The Waterworks Park.
Oh, okay.
I was from there, so we was like, all right, let's just link up, just walk towards each other. I walked all the way from there towards the Embassy Suites downtown. Like, and I'm fucked up. I'm hoping I don't get picked up and all that shit. I'm like, man, I just want to fucking go home. So we fucking link up, and we call like one of his homeboys. Luckily, he was getting off of work, so he picked us up. Fucking chilled at his house. Got another ride from the set. Picked us up and cruised on back. What? There's more to it. It's just there's some shit I gotta leave out.
No, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it sounds like you've been through some crazy shit, man.
That was only one. I have countless. Like it wouldn't seem like it, but yeah.
What's ecstasy like? Because I don't really have any interest in trying it. I don't think I ever would, but like
I always end up blacking out. But it was always a good time.
Like, is there a drug that you could describe it, or like, is there? I don't know. Is there anything you compare it to?
No, not really. To tell you the truth.
Okay, it's just its own thing.
It's kind of
It's kind of like trying to describe acid. Somebody's never tried acid. It's pretty hard.
In a way, it could be like kind of coke-ish. No,
Okay, I've never taken coke either.
I did a few times. It's not for me.
Yeah, I took Focalin for a while, which is like the medical form of coke, and I got terrible stomach aches from it, like diarrhea all the time and shit. It was bad.
That's crazy. What was it? That happens when you do coke a lot. It like does something to your stomach.
Yeah, fuck that. And I've been around people on coke plenty, and like I just don't. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to like talk at 1,000 miles an hour for.
Because like
cokeheads are kind of annoying. Sorry guys.
True.
Like,
True.
Y'all are.
Just stick with the weed, man. Just stick with the weed.
Yeah, just take a chill pill for real.
But
sorry, you were saying.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I had my little dippo and dambo.
Sure.
But, I didn't like how it made my heart like beat too fast. So I never really had a good. Now that I mention it, I ain't really had a really good time off of it, like ever.
Yeah, I feel like I would get really paranoid.
Yeah,
That'd be my problem.
but like weed and all that shit. That's really my that's really my thing.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
When did you first start smoking weed?
I hate to say it, probably like 11 or something.
Damn. It's
I
pretty
mean,
young.
I mean, it is what it is and all that shit, but
I think the youngest we've had in the podcast is 8.
well, that's pretty wild. You could say with me, be like, okay, all right, like we kind of get it, but it's still frowned upon.
Can you just imagine getting off the school bus in 3rd grade, like, all right, I'm gonna roll this joint?
You're like, yeah, man, it's been a long day. I've been learning division.
The fucking how it looks just throws me off. The 2 dots in the line. I need a joint, man. I didn't know what 2 + 2 was. I was fucking freaking out.
Teacher was on my ass because I couldn't paint a balloon and stuff.
Yeah, and the guy was retarded. So you can definitely tell.
Yeah. I mean, like, what is it? Fucking, that's crazy they took that word too. Well, in a way, I guess. Like, it's kind of good and shit. Like,
oh, that retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, my
like,
bad, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy, like how many words they took. You know that shit. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like growing up, you heard it all the time. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, like, man, that's plan. Like, say like you're giving out a plan, be like, man, that shit sounds retarded and shit. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
We heard it all the time, but you know.
I guess it depends. I'm a big believer in the context of what you say, and like I think like
True.
You know, iDubbbz used to say this thing, and other people have said the same. Like either none of them are bad or all of them are bad.
Yeah.
You know, I think when you start to like arbitrarily pick, like, okay, which word's okay to say, which word's not okay to say.
Yeah.
Like I one time actually. So I've been divorced, and I was like going on social media and like so it wasn't good behavior. But I was going on social media and calling her a cunt.
Yeah.
And this like person from like back home got my ass for using that word, whose boyfriend like threw around the N-word and faggot like all the time.
Yeah, man. That
and it's like, okay, it's just there's a certain point where it's really just truly arbitrary.
Yeah.
I mean.
Because like
I just don't believe in
Terry Chief, like fucking me, I kind of believe that way, but you know, you also gotta think too, like,
and it depends on the circumstance too. If I'm with someone and they don't want me to say something, I'll be okay. Like, I'm respectful. Like, I won't say it.
The reason where I was gonna go with it is that, like, you know, with all this crazy shit going on, you also gotta know that there's a lot of fucking people on Earth.
Exactly.
And you gotta think, like, you know, back then, they didn't really like that shit, you know? Like, I hate to say it, like, Terry Chief, like, they would have went after me and shit and all that, you know, back then. But, you know, because back 1400s or so like that? We was barely past 1 billion people. Or something like that.
I don't know. I have no
Because,
idea.
like, the population went up, in the 1800s around? And that's when it was.
I have no idea, dude.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Like I like to get high and watch a bunch of history stuff and read a bunch of history stuff.
That's cool. You ever watch like Cosmos?
Cosmos? What is it? That's like the stars?
Yeah, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. I used to like take acid and watch Cosmos.
Oh,
That's some fun shit.
Oh shit, that's like different planets and all that shit. Sometimes, yeah.
You ever do like, so I used to do this thing. I've tried it multiple times and it never works out. I don't know why to this day. I keep trying it when I trip. But if you're tripping, do not put on planet Earth. It's a bad idea. It sounds like a great idea, but how that entire show is designed is like, it goes from like, here, these happy nature things and the animals, and then it cuts to like a fucking wolf like tearing apart a rabbit. Yeah. Like that same thing you were just cute. And it's like a fucking, all right, here's a wolf. It's gonna fucking dismantle you. So you're like, what the fuck is going on?
But nature has other plans. Around the corner comes a leopard cheetah whose speed is 68 miles per hour goes after the antelope and all that shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
a good way to freak you out.
Like looking at that shit, yeah, I could see that shit, man. Like, yo, if you ever want to trip and want to like be like, whoa, like this is some crazy shit. Watch Waking Life.
Waking Life?
Yeah.
Was that a show?
No, it's a movie.
It was a movie?
What's it?
What's it about?
What is it? I believe it's this guy. He doesn't know if he's in a dream or this is real life. But the whole movie is like drawn out in like kind of like sketch.
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
Like,
that's cool.
not like animated, but like say if you drew it with a pencil or a colored pencil, that's how it is. Every scene and stuff and all that.
So like you talking about like they drew over the film
No, like
type of deal? Yeah, why don't you look it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Like that.
I know that style that you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
Like
Okay, you know what? That movie actually kind of sounds really nice.
because yeah, and each scene, like, what is it? Different people are just telling them real shit and on it. And yeah, he just doesn't know if he's in a dream or this is real life. You know, so
Damn, that's crazy, man.
I saw that while I was tripping on shrooms and all that shit in Denver. You know, so
Damn. Can you get shrooms in Denver?
I believe now and stuff. I believe
Okay.
so. I believe they passed a law saying that you can do that now.
They gotta get on the fucking ass. Like nobody's done acid yet.
Acid.
Piss me off. I'm waiting for them to legalize acid somewhere so I can
Like-
fucking drive to that state and get some.
like tell you the truth, I'm down for them just legalizing all the drugs. Tell you the truth,
Oh yeah, they need to.
because
100%.
Because like you also think too, like if you don't, you're just creating a black market for it. Like that's the crazy thing with the whole gun shit too. Like
Yeah.
like fucking you gotta think there's too much money.
Well, not even a black. I mean, not even a black market necessarily, but like more importantly, like you're putting people in a cell for ingesting a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Like that concept to me is just bizarre. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's the same kind of mentality that goes into like the ends justify the means, and I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Like, no, I do not think it's okay for someone like your situation. I don't think that ever should have happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you owning and possessing a chemical that used to, and here's the thing: if you were like fucking on something and like waving a gun around doing some crazy shit, that's one thing, but that's not associated with the drug. That's you fucking doing that crazy shit.
Yeah.
People always, I hate that argument.
Yeah.
That's something that really pissed me off about like the George Floyd thing. Because I tend to listen to like more conservative types of news outlets, but that shit, or like not really news outlets, more like podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
But like that stuff really pissed me off hearing about that, because they would always bring up like, oh, he was on this drug during and it's like, it does not matter.
Yeah.
They fucking literally slaughtered him in the middle of the street. He could have been on fucking 7 different drugs at the time, and it doesn't matter. They did that to him.
He's still a person.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's still a person, and you wouldn't you wouldn't want your family to go through that same shit too.
Mm-hmm.
At least, like fucking, like that's the thing I kind of hate about the. I know like there's good police out there, stuff, but they don't really check on the police that's doing like dirty shit like that, and that's the thing. Like I hate shit, because like, like there are times when when I was kind of like handcuffed, they like did shit to my homeboys, and same thing with me, shit, like fucking put their hands on us. Man, ain't shit happen.
Yeah. Well, I personally, I'm a libertarian.
Yeah.
Which means like minimal, or well, in some cases like no state or government at all. I don't really know how I feel about zero police, because I do think that there are certain circumstances where you need them.
There are some crazy motherfuckers.
Sure. But okay, so like I come from like a law background family. My father's a judge, my uncle's a cop, former cop. And I actually had my uncle on the podcast, and he said about 90% of his job throughout his entire enforcement career was guns and drugs, which are two things, in my opinion, that people should not be in prison for. So I think if you naturally, cut at those laws that shouldn't be there, you're going to decrease the need for police.
Yeah.
Like, I really hate the arguments like, we need police. It's like, it's not really necessarily that you need police. You need to, like, not be directing them in these places that are hurting people.
Because one know a crazy thing too, like when as a kid, I also got kicked out a lot. That was cool and shit.
Yeah.
Well, one time I was kicked out and I was at this place called Rabner's, right? It's kind of like a detention place, shit. But I was kind of like in a halfway type of spot. I could still go home, shit. But I had to fucking put on a uniform and all that shit. Fucking do a drug test and all that shit. But I was kind of like a badass kid. You couldn't tell me shit. Like teachers knew, shit. Like fucking, you could tell me. Like I'm still doing my own thing, but I'm kind of glad I kind of got out of that because I would still probably be doing that. But it's too much of a hassle.
The neighbors are there's child abuse going on over there.
Damn.
It's like wrestling his fucking kid to the ground.
Fuck. Man,
my bad, dude.
Like, it's all good. Like,
we can't control the outdoors.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But like, what the hell were you talking about? I'm sorry.
You're on the McAllister Hours, man. Welcome to the show. This is the regular vibe. What the fuck is going on?
Well, yeah.
Shit, dude. We're at about the hour. Is there? I noticed you brought a notebook. Is there anything you wanted to talk about while we're here?
Well, it's kind of like shit I got like to bring up, because like I knew like some people wanted me to talk about some stuff, but
okay,
it's like no me. I'm gonna forget about it and stuff. So I just want to.
Did you cover everything, or is there something else you wanted to?
Well, there's a few things I want to cover.
Sure, go for it, man.
If that's not.
That's cool. You do you, man. This is your platform.
All right, cool. All right. Next week we got a show with Lolo Savage. It's the Iowa. Yeah, I was gonna.
Fuck yeah. I was gonna ask you about it. So, how long have you known Lolo? Because he's the homie.
Matter of fact, I met him. What was it? Last year.
Okay.
We did a show back then. So or he put it on. It was
the showcase.
Yeah, I was just vending and all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
And at that time I was working with Heat. Heat Hola, so. Mm-hmm. And this is gonna be a second time performing there at the showcase. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be. I forgot to fucking put the date and shit. But it's next week Saturday at 7 p.m. at Lefty's. No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of art. It's a lot of dope artists and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna be the 1 year anniversary.
Wait, so the 1 year anniversary is happening at Lefty's?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's dope as fuck. Damn. Yeah, I was gonna actually put an ad for that in the beginning, but I'm a lazy piece of shit.
Matter of fact, I could probably send you the flyer and everything on that stuff.
Fuck yeah.
I've been blasting it on my Facebook, even though I don't really hop on Facebook. No shit.
Yeah, well, shit, dude. I almost got scammed the other day.
Word?
Yeah, because dude, I was being a fucking idiot, and I got like this notification that was like, we lost your thing, and like I was. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I took an Adderall off day, and I was just like not in a good mood. So like, I was just I was just like, my brain was racing. I just saw, I'm like, oh shit, and I just like put in my password, and then like I sent it to another guy I knew who I knew was on. He's like, dude, that's not legit. Yeah. I looked at the link. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? So that I changed my password immediately. Yeah. Man, I've been okay since, but
man, someone got me with that with Cash Apps, trying to give me a sob story, saying that they're fighting the case now and shit. Man,
dude, like, gotta be careful, man.
Man, I only sent him like $5 and shit. But yeah, but he was like, no, I need more. Be like, yeah, I already know what it is. No shit. Delete. No shit.
Yeah, so, yeah, dude, for real.
But yeah, like we got a show next week. It's what we're trying to do, right? Is that we're trying to make a true hip hop scene. Not something that just deals with just Des Moines and stuff, or Iowa. Where just make it true hip hop. It doesn't.
Yeah, sure.
Really, it doesn't matter like where you're from now and stuff. I also know like a few artists from up north and all that shit. What is it? Lil Jodeci. Matter of fact, he was on here last week. Or not last week, a couple shows ago. What is it? Stacks.
Oh, Sex Baby.
Him, I've been working with him.
Oh, okay. Bet.
I also been working with my little cousin and all this stuff. Lockboy.
Word.
Which really I have a show with we have a show because like what I'm doing is that I'm doing the vending merch and all that stuff, and he's still kind of new in this stuff, but I'm kind of like doing the hype man stuff. But he like at one of the shows that we did, immediately he caught the crowd's attention and shit, and he's only 18 and shit, like, and it sounds like he's been doing it for like years and shit, and like we got it on the 27th with Twisted Insane at Fort Dodge. No, so.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, at
fuck
Fort
yeah.
Frenzy and shit.
How many shows have you done in your career? Like,
even in the back, like behind the scenes, cause like
yeah, sure.
Cause like you know, back then I used to roll, you know, one of my homeboys that that died in that car crash. His name was Dalton, or we called him Fizz. No, that shit. You know, he was doing a YBP. No shit, and I remember when I was younger, we was like talking about music and all that stuff. So we was like, hey, just do what you have to do and all that stuff, and we'll try and I'll kind of show you the ropes on this. So the first stuff we started doing, or I started doing with him, was with King Lil G, and you know, got linked up with him, Chino G, was it Latin Threat from Omaha, Heat Hola from over here, and yeah, like I believe that was it. And so yeah, and it was us, and we were just moving from state to state. Yeah, some crazy stories about that shit too.
Yeah.
Like fucking,
so how long did you do that?
all of 2013. Then after that, after my homeboy died, like, you know, I was kind of getting depressed about that shit. But I wanted to keep it going because, like, I didn't want his dream to die too. No shit, because like he saw something in me and stuff when I was like rapping and all that stuff. He saw something in me that, you know, I do kind of sound a little different from people where I'm from and stuff. Like like my style is a little different and all that stuff. It's
sure.
a little slower.
Yeah.
Probably because I used to drink a lot of lean. And shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like man, I have like crazy amount of stories that I could say, man. Like, well, anyways, you know, and this is all when I was 18. All when I was 18, man. Like,
damn, dude.
And like,
just went off the rail.
Like fucking, man, I was fucking riding around with a fucking, you know, AK in the back with a shotty, 380 in the center console. Like, I was doing crazy shit back then, man. Like, fucking, it was luckily, like, how shit worked out. Because, tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't be here. And thank God I'm a weed head. Because, say, if I was on, like, coke or any other shit, I'll probably be doing life. Right? I hate to say it. Like, doing some crazy shit, you know? Trying to rob a bank and shit.
Damn.
But, you know, like, my cousin has a song coming out called Magic. It sound, y'all gonna like that one and shit.
Fuck yeah.
And
is it kind of your same style, or?
He's a little more like me. I kind of grew up like listening to older stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like. There's some people that.
Sure. Yeah.
Me to holler out.
Yeah. You can read it off, man. That's fine.
Yeah. But you know, he's a little more like a faster pace than me. I'm more like I listen to a lot of old school and like kind of like more like kind of southern type of stuff.
Okay.
Me like cause like Terry Troop, like I get a lot. I know it sounds weird, but like growing up, my favorite rapper was like Eminem and shit.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah,
I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up. I fucking relate to that.
But Terry Chief, like, you know, my uncles and aunts always had like CDs and cassettes and all that shit. You know, even when I was like 5 years old, I was pre-K. I was listening to like fucking Wu-Tang, Big L, and all that shit. Like, and I kind of like, you know, that's when I kind of like started getting into rap, like DMX, like Dr. Dre and all that stuff. Like that was like Dr. Dre 2001. That's like probably like my favorite album ever, because like I could just listen throughout that, like let it play out. Really, there's a lot of albums, but that one, I gotta have it in the ride. I gotta have it. But
Fuck yeah.
But 2000 or August 12th, we also have a show. It's with these artists around like Sioux City area and stuff. It's still being worked out. But I believe the headliner is gonna be Chucky.
Okay.
VSA Chucky. He has a song called Demon Time coming out.
Okay.
And yeah, and he's a pretty dope artist and all that stuff. And he's been putting in a lot of work and all that.
Bet.
All the artists I've been meeting up now, they all been putting a lot of work. Cause like at that show, he let me knew about it. I got a hold of the guy that was running it. I can't really say his first name because like I have a bad name,
Hey, you're talking to me, man. I like every guest that comes in here, I'm like, what's your fucking name? Like 20 times. So.
But yeah, I'll just call him Mr. G. But yeah, he kind of wants to start like his own little thing too, like and like he kind of wants all the younger guys to like all get a chance to like headline, which is dope. No shit, and he kind of wants to keep the same crowd. And yeah, it's just like all the people that I've been linking up with, like it's been putting a different drive into me, because like before then I was kind of like just doing it all by myself. Like at times it's cool to be doing that, but you know at times it could be hard. It could be, you know, it could be shitty and shit, and you know, but sometimes you just gotta push through it. And
yeah,
and
well, that's what makes good music, man. You know, pushing through the hard times.
And like, but like with me, like the crazy thing was like I could never write in prison or jail. You know how everybody say like, man, I wrote the hardest shit ever when I was locked up. Man, people ain't gonna fucking wait for this shit. I'm gonna fucking blow up. I'm gonna fucking, you know, this and that. I couldn't get into that mood because like, you know, fucking like I was just too like in my own world, you know, because like for the first 2 weeks when I was locked up, I didn't really talk like to anyone and shit. Like I just kept to my own, and but in my head I was like having my own conversations and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, like maybe that's why I'm a little off.
So
shit.
hey, they say that's a sign of high intelligence, talking to yourself. So what? Molly, you're fired. No, I'm kidding. Joking. Shit, dude. Well, like I said, we're a little over the hour now. Did you have any other shout-outs you wanted to mention before we wrap up here?
Off the top, Terry Chief. I think I got them all. I believe. I hope so. I really hope so. Don't kill me if I forgot y'all. Just hit me up. We'll think of something. I'm really sorry, but you know, like
it's not about you today. It's about him.
No, like you know, like that's the crazy thing. Think of me like Magic Johnson or like fucking Pete Maravich, Pistol Pete. Shit. Like me, like yeah, I like to have the shine on shit and all that, but I'm more of like behind the scenes on shit. And to answer that question, like shows, like all together probably like at least past 20 at least.
Damn.
Shit.
Well, you got some shit on your belt, man, for sure.
Yeah, and like, but you know, I'm still learning. I can't say like I have all the answers and shit, because you know I'm back at square one. I went to prison. I lost it and shit, but you know, it's just do you have that drive in you? Like that's what separates you from everybody else, is like how much more hungry are you to get across that finish line? You get what I'm saying? Like I might not be saying it right, but like I ain't trying to give out no really like big speech saying like, yes, you could do it, but you know, I'm just saying just what it is, like fucking, like you just gotta dig deep, no shit, dig deep and just push through.
Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck, man. I have one last question for you. What is Terry Chief? What is Terry Chief?
Terry Chief.
What you said that a lot. What is?
Tell you the truth.
Oh, tell you the truth. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm a fucking idiot.
It's all good. Like what you call. I want to address this too, cause like a lot of people don't really understand. A lot of people don't understand me talking, right? Reason being is because, like, you know, because Terry Chief, that's the first time I ever fucking heard that shit too.
That's called that.
What? No, like it, it's just that.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
No, it's just that, like, I talk weird.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Like
I get it.
Like I have an overbite. You know, I have a fucked up grill. I should have got braces and shit, so I fuck shit up. And like, you know, like, and also another thing too, like, you know, I didn't really hear the English language when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Like it was. That's why I kind of talk weird too. Like.
Okay.
Like
that makes sense.
I speak like full English, which I still understand my language.
Yeah.
And like I could still talk a little bit and all that stuff, and which is good. I still need to learn more. Like there's always always like a chance to learn on that. But like, you know, I'm doing the best I can and stuff. But it's just that, you know, we have a different way of like saying words and shit. You know, we have like different slangs and like different, like, you know, dialects. Cause like my Indian name is Wishabi.
Wishabi?
Yeah, and how it's spelled, it's kind of crazy. It's Widebi, and the D's are the like sh sounds. Cause we only have like 4 like vowels. It's was it R E A, like the I is like a E sound. Cause we only have like A, E, I, and O, and that's really it. But we have like a full-on alphabet, and that has like probably like, I want to say like I don't know. I can't think off the top. Shit. I don't like getting put on the spot and have people wait. like what you call it, like.
Sorry. Well, that is the name of the game on the podcasting, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, you done great, man. This has been good fun good episode. Jay, it's been a pleasure, man. Guys, please don't cancel me. I'm so sorry.
Good,
I hope I didn't offend. I mean, usually I strive to be at least a little bit offensive, but I mean, if I never want to go too far.
No, it's all good.
I try to be a good person.
Because like Terry Chief, like I'm in the comedy too, you know. I also
fuck yeah.
I've been thinking about trying it at least once. Be like, fuck it, why not?
You know, I've thought about that too with podcasting, because I'm about to do a couple live shows here later this year, and I'm wondering if like getting a little stand up under my belt. I don't even have to do good, but like maybe even just putting myself in that environment a couple times, that would help.
Like at least try it.
Exactly.
Like, and the only thing you could get from it is experience. No matter what.
Exactly. If it's bad, you at least got that. You can at least say you did something more than probably the average show, you know?
Yeah. And that's my advice to y'all. Just do it. At least, if anything, you'll get experience. You might look like an ass. You might look like an idiot. Fuck it.
Fuck yeah. One more thing before we go. What are your socials? Where can people find you?
Well, I'm kind of everywhere. On Facebook, it's just my name. It's J Bear Jr. Or you could look up Highly Selective on the shit. I'm Terry Chief. I'm not really on it. You could hit me up on it. Like, I'm probably not gonna see it for a few days or so. I'm sorry about that. It's just I don't really fuck with Facebook like that.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
I'm on Twitter at Jayo _641, or just type up the hash slinging slasher.
And that'll come up. That'll pop it up.
Yeah, it should be like me behind a white wall, like I'm in prison and shit and all that. But no, it's just me at a photo shoot. But on IG, you can find me at highly selective _ all one word and all that shit. I'm probably on that probably the most often, but I don't really know how all this social media shit works. So don't kill me for not knowing how to set up a live, how to like say like, hey, what's up, or like, you know, share, because like I'm still learning. I barely even know how to work my phone. Shit.
Fuck yeah. Hey man, I've been called a boomer on the show before, you know, like a lot of this shit goes over my head too. All right, man. Well, fuck. This has been fun. Thanks for being a good sport. It's been a pleasure again. Guys, go check out the Patreon. Go subscribe, all that. We're a lot of fun. And come check us out every Wednesday and Saturday at